Hello everyone, it's Shelley. Welcome to episode number 29 of SNOWED, the Michael Snow is a fraud story. So it's come to my attention that at times there are things getting taken down or you're unable to see some of the stories, some of the videos. It's happening. There's people out there who are reporting the videos as fast as they go up. So they do sometimes get taken down. I do appeal them. They usually get put right back up. But in the meantime, if you want to head right over to YouTube and have a look, I've got them all uploaded there. I figured out that I had some of them set to private, so they weren't able to be seen. But I fixed that this morning, so everything is up on YouTube. So November 2022, Mr. Snow is again doing a fair amount of drinking, sleeping, pretty much nothing, because he certainly doesn't contribute in any way, shape, or form to this household. He lives here, he sleeps here, he drinks here, he eats here, but he does nothing. December rolls around, December 2022, and of course, Mr. Snow has no money, has no job. I am working as hard as I can. My knee is killing me. I am not able to work very hard at all. I've had to slow down some of my work just because I just couldn't physically do it anymore. So I couldn't afford a tree. I couldn't afford gifts for my kids. I could afford pretty much nothing pertaining to a Merry Christmas. Not only that, my boiler was not actually working, so it was pretty cold in the house. Now, Mr. Snow's solution to that is just to phone a plumbing and heating company that he hasn't already effed over. So they come, they do the work. Did that bill ever get paid? No, because I couldn't pay it, and neither could he, even though he told me he would. But that's Mr. Snow's MO. It's, he just moves on to the next person and doesn't pay his bills. He's got zero regard for anybody else. On the 15th of December, Mr. Snow suddenly decides he needs to get a job. No kidding. And conveniently, now he seems to have a job interview in Vancouver. So he assures me he's going to drive straight there, do the job interview, and come straight back. He's absolutely going to be back here for Christmas. Which, of course, it should come as no surprise that he was not. But what was he doing while I had no tree, no Christmas spirit? Let me show you. Bonus points if you noticed he was in Victoria in front of the Empress Hotel with all those fabulous decorations on his Jeep. My Jeep, actually. So, what I do know now is there was no job interview. Mr. Snow was rushing out to try to save a relationship he was in. That's right, his girlfriend was trying to break up with him. So he rushed out and took her on a road trip. How sweet. Keep watching, because you are going to hear from this woman, and she's going to tell you her story. How she met Mr. Snow, the trips they went on, if she knew I existed. We're going to see some screenshots of some conversations between the two of them, so you can tell that it was, in fact, a relationship. How he afforded this trip, I honestly have no idea. I think it was funded from somebody close to me that he had been getting money from, unbeknownst to me, but I certainly didn't have any money. Now, this trip obviously didn't end well because he was not allowed to her house for the holidays. So where did he go? Well, what he told me was that he was staying in a friend's truck. Whether that was true or not remains to be seen. So also for context, another reason he couldn't come home was because he was waiting for Corey, the woman who had supposedly given him a substantial amount of money. it wasn't really Corey, if you haven't caught on already. So at any rate, he's telling me that it's just been so hard to track her down. She said she was going to be there and then she wasn't. And so, he's just sitting in the area waiting for her. And I don't know what we were talking about. Whatever. And he said, because she's getting ready to drop money on my plan. She is £300. Give me the benefit of the doubt, which of course I was probably saying, like, is there more going on to this than you're letting up? So of course, this is how he trashes these women, right? I know that now. I have money now. Things will be easier. Much. You can hire someone to clean the house. I said, you have money from some woman that is supposed to be used for a truck, not for a house cleaner. How much do you have? He tells me he has $300,000. I never saw that kind of money, so I don't believe that to ever be true. I said, so where is it? Some of it's in my account, he says. Then he says to me, so what if I took the winter off and worked on me and the shop? I said, well, that seems a little counterintuitive to getting the money. You can't just use it to live on. Only until February. I said, I don't think that's a good idea. I could go to counselors, AA, get my health on track. I said, it makes me uncomfortable that you take this woman's money and use it to live on. Join a gym. I'll be buying trucks. I'll put them on with other drivers. I said, honestly, don't even talk to me if you have no intention of answering my questions. And here's some more. I'm asking, where he is. I just got to Langley. And why are you there? Heading to Vernon tomorrow. Needed a place to stay. Headed to Vernon. He's telling me he's going to see Corey. Where are you staying? Hanny's truck tonight, a friend. So you're feeling better then? He was telling me he had COVID. Yes, some. I say, that's good. He says, thanks. I said, good luck in Vernon today. And then he says to me, even watching you chip ice makes me feel better. He's watching me through the cameras, chipping ice outside. And just for context, this is Mr. Snow sending me a picture telling me he has COVID. Look at how awfully sick he is. Probably he was just drunk. So February 2023 is actually when Mr. Snow arrives home. So he was gone from December 15th to 2023. And that was pretty typical for Mr. Snow. He would just leave, maintain a couple atmosphere. He's out with other women, getting money, and he's left me in this dire financial predicament. So I will be talking more about what happened after February 2023 in the next episodes. But I did have a really great comment last night, something I had not even really thought about, but I want to show you. Somebody said to me last night, how does he pay his taxes? Does he record all these financial investments on his returns? If not, I'd assume it's massive tax fraud. This is so true. Absolutely. Does he record all of these financial investments on his returns? Is his accountant on top of that? Is there an accountant? I've only ever, in the 5 years, seen him do his income tax once. And all he did was fill in 0000 minimum and send it off. That was it. So I guess, yeah, I would have to say it is massive tax fraud. So stay tuned for episode 30 because you're going to want to hear how Mr. Snow gets evicted from his shop.